Broadcasting live from the Norman B. Murray Community Center in the heart of beautiful Mission Viejo, it's Breakfast with Gary and Kelly, featuring special guest, Chris Standring.
Hey, how did all these people get in my room? No, it's a Frank Sinatra thing. Welcome to Breakfast with Gary and Kelly, everybody. And boy, it's feeling like St. Patty's Day around here now, you know?
Yes?
God almighty. I'm telling you.
This is the coolest cover. I want to be that girl.
Well, okay.
Doesn't she look like she's having fun? This is a dancer. You know, I'm telling you.
It is a dancer.
This is the coolest.
She's not a talker.
Because this says, don't talk, dance.
See how he set that up?
Command.
You see what I did there? Nice, huh?
It's a command.
It is a command. It's a way of life, really, is what it is.
Okay.
We're so thrilled to have this guy with us today. He is his second time on our show. He has been at the birthday bash a bunch of times.
Oh, yeah.
He is one of the most unique talents I
Amazing
think that's
guitar
out there, and does things with a little different spin. And we're thrilled that he's going to be.
And he's really cute, too.
So is Chris. So please, everybody, welcome Chris Standring.
Yay!
Chris Standring, everybody. We got it for the next hour. Stick around here on Breakfast with Gary and Kelly.
Don't go away.
Great stuff. Yeah, man. Welcome back to Breakfast with Gary and Kelly, everybody. Chris Standring, welcome back, man.
Well, thank you, Gary. It's really good to be here again.
Yeah, thanks.
Always.
2 years almost to the day, literally.
Yeah.
It's a regular event now, isn't it?
So 2 years from now, we'll just book him 2 years from now.
Yeah, there
Yep.
you go.
Make
There
sure.
you go. Congratulations. This is going to be a fun week,
This
huh?
looks like a lot of fun. And this is one of, that last song was.
That is a track I just played off this album. It's called Soul Symphony.
And so it's a dance. I mean, I was over there dancing, and I saw a lot of people in their chairs doing one of these. And I know y'all wanted to stand up and dance. I know it because I could feel it.
Well, I'm glad that this is having this effect on you, because that's the first time I've ever played this song. And by the way, that whatever you hear
Really?
today, yeah.
Well, who
Really?
played it for the CD?
Well, that's a whole other thing.
Actually, first time you played it live. First time you played it live.
Are you calling me a liar?
I know. God, here we go. Good night,
So-
everybody. Again, it's been great.
Live performance. So, yeah. So you know, if it's having that effect on
Oh,
you,
yeah.
then I'm glad I called it that, because
Yeah, you
know,
did.
it was a
I-
guess at the time.
It was wonderful. I was over in the background with them, just like,
Well, good.
doing a little dance. I saw your foot going.
Well, yeah.
She was also asking me, what is he saying? What are the things?
Because I heard some subliminal messages in there.
Subliminal, yes. Well, I like to do
What are
that.
you saying in there? What
Yeah.
were they, was that you?
Yes,
I think one of them sounded like, don't eat the burrito.
No.
I think it's
Do you remember what that
don't
was?
eat the Cornish pasta.
Oh, is that what it is?
Right. Yeah.
What are you saying in there?
Do you know?
You mean those two little breaks?
Yeah.
The first one is, if I can remember it, I've come to realize I want you.
I was just going to say.
And then I can't remember what the other one is. I can't do something. I can't remember what it was now.
Whatever it was really sexy.
Yeah. I'd have to be playing it to know,
Yeah,
because
I
I just did it. So
I understand.
yeah.
Was that something that you planned, or was it just something that came out in your creativity while you were...
It just comes out. Sometimes I love putting these silly little oohs or silly little phrases, because it adds. When you play instrumental music, it adds a little
More dimension.
humanity to it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? And of course, if I was a vocalist, and I'm not, trust me, you wouldn't like that.
But you would.
But if I was, I wouldn't need to do these little things. I could just sing. You know what I mean?
But you don't
you a
know what that
frustrated
does to
vocalist?
your female audience, though.
I'm not a frustrated vocalist, because I've got no excuse to be frustrated, because I hate the sound of my singing voice. So I leave it well alone. You know what I mean?
But it's very good what you do. So keep doing that.
Thank you. I'm
Keep
very
doing
flattered.
that. The female audience, I'm sure, appreciates that. Are we getting a nod, girls? Girls, yes. Yeah. See.
I'm all bashful now.
Walk us through this whole thing, from start to finish, and this is. I mean, obviously, this is
It's
what
a
you
long
do.
walk, Gary.
Well, I'm sure that it is, but you're. It's so interesting to me. Bolero was just a great piece of work.
Major hit.
People-
Major hit.
Oh, thank you.
And it's just, you just have different stuff going on in your head musically. I mean, it's great. I'm grateful for it.
How did you come up with the title? Let's start there.
Well, that came after I'd got the vibe of the album. And, every album I make, I have to, at least for me, sort of push the envelope a little bit. And it usually has a theme to it, like the Bolero album had that Bolero and string theme. And this one, I wanted to do something new, and so I might write a whole bunch of material and then go, this isn't really very interesting. It's not exciting me, so it gets thrown away. And then once I actually discover something that really excites me, I go, oh, this could be the theme for the whole album. And when I wrote the first track, which is called Sky High, that became the theme. I thought, this is an interesting, this is a new take on what I'm doing. And once I'd written about 6 or 7 titles, all in the sort of dancey frame of mind, I thought, let's call it something like Shut Up and Dance.
There you go.
Something like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Of course, that was taken.
You softened. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Really? Oh, bummer. Well, I like Don't Talk Dance. And your lady friend here, who is that?
Her name is Dawn Michelle. She's a model and a dancer. She's actually in the video that we did, if anybody's seen the video.
I have. I was just going to bring it up.
Yeah.
That you dunked in the pool at the end.
You've given it all away, Gary.
Oh, God, sorry.
He gets
Yes,
wet?
all the dancers
it's
threw me in the
terrific.
pool. Yeah, it's
sounds-
jealousy. I put it down. It's jealousy.
So do you dance
No,
in the video?
it is. On my part, yeah. Oh, it's so fun. It's so fun. Where did you shoot it?
At my house.
Really?
Outside my house, in my back garden, yeah. Well, it's not garden.
Oh, God, that's so fun. And there were some very familiar faces among the crowd. It's just, you got to see it. It's great. It's just like it's a party going on in the backyard. There's all these people. There's food. There's drink. And there's the band.
There's dancing.
And then, right.
Lots of
around-
great dancing.
Who's a little kid?
Oh, that's my keyboard player is a guy called Rodney Lee, and his son is called Raz.
Right.
And Rodney called me up and said, Raz is ready to star in your video.
Did he
And
really?
how old is he?
Yep, he's going to be a funketeer.
And how old
A
is he?
funketeer. I like
Five?
it.
5, I think, yeah.
5 years old. Oh, how
And-
Who's the
and I
leader
thought,
of the club?
Bring it on. Let's do it. So he kind of steals the show. He steals my thunder a little bit in that video.
He's great.
Yeah,
He's adorable.
but it's fine. It's all good.
Yeah. How did that? What guitar did you use?
The one that got trashed, you mean?
Yeah. Right.
It was a Fender Strat. I didn't particularly like the color too much, so I thought, let's trash this for the sake of art.
Yeah.
Do you like smash it or do you?
No.
They don't recommend you swimming with them.
That's right. I got pushed in the
They're
pool.
not very
by the
good as
dancers.
paddles.
Wow.
Yeah. So the dancers pushed me in the pool because they were all jealous.
Was that planned?
It wasn't planned. It was completely spontaneous. Completely spontaneous.
Well, I just didn't want you to be plugged in because, you could have gotten electrocuted.
Yeah, thankfully we were miming. So, yeah.
Well, how fun.
It was
How
fun. It was great fun to do.
Yeah. How long did it take you?
All day.
All day?
Yeah. Whole day shoot.
Oh.
Freezing in December. So being pushed in the pool in December at my house with no heating in the pool.
Oh man.
Oh, Lordy.
That's rough.
Yeah, a lot of people back east really probably feel bad for you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Sorry, guys.
You're right.
It's like only 80.
Should I tell them about the text I got this morning?
Yeah, go on.
That's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Peter White sends me a text this morning and says that, what was it? He said, Chris is going to be a tough interview because he always answers a question with a question.
This is Peter White?
Which is apparently a
He said that?
kind of an ongoing little dig between the two of you. He also says he admires you for perfecting the art of looking bored while a beautiful woman dances next to you on the cover of your CD.
I will give him that one. I did perfect the art there.
That is very
Look,
good.
when-
What were you,
when-
sedated? What the
When
heck?
you're in a studio, with a gorgeous girl dancing next to you for hours on
And
end.
really, who hasn't had that happen to them?
At some point, you're just going to tune out, right? You're just going to tune out.
Oh.
So
You know?
did the photographer say bend down like that and look bored?
She did.
Bend down like that. No, that's a different photo shoot. I'm sorry.
Well, he's bending. He's crouching. Croucher.
I just do what I'm told, Kelly.
Okay, good.
You know?
Wow. She's really pretty.
She's very, very gorgeous, yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Tell us about who else is on this. The CD.
Well, I have a very good friend called Lauren Christie, you might have heard of.
She's going to be
I
here
have
today.
indeed.
Is she?
Really?
She might.
Ooh.
I don't know.
You're awfully coy today, Chris.
We're great friends, and she was kind enough to co-write a song, and I loved the way she sang it so much. She became the special guest, and
She's a talented woman.
yeah, clearly. I mean,
You are great at collaborating with talented women,
I do like
which
women
is a good
very
skill.
much.
Which is a good
Yeah.
skill to have. Well,
I
I mean,
actually-
I'm just talking musically. What
Yeah.
you do on your time is your own damn business.
exactly.
But
Well, you know, it's funny. I've always been very, very good friends with singers and songwriters. I have an affinity with songwriters, and I think of myself as a songwriter, although I'm not really a lyricist at all. But I just love writing and working with singers, and producing that style. Actually, more so than if I was going to produce an instrumental artist. Hence the album I did with Catherine Shaw. It was just a delight to
it's
do.
a great album too. I mean, it really fresh, new Christmas songs. It's just wonderful. I'm sure you've all heard it. And if you haven't, shame on you. Go pick it up because it really, really is. I mean, that's got to be daunting. I mean, let's write some new Christmas songs. Yeah, because the ones that we've had for centuries, people probably don't want to hear them anymore.
It was the most ridiculously grandiose aspiration. I mean, it's like, what were we thinking?
But you totally pulled it off. Just jump off
we-
the cliff, huh?
I think we did pull it off, but we could have just as easily have not pulled it off. You know what I mean? You don't actually know how it's going to go until you dive in. But the thought of me recording all those wonderful Christmas songs that we all know and love, I just thought, everybody's doing that, and they're doing it every Christmas. What can I bring to the table that's a little bit more unique, that would excite me? Because, I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to making records. I just get so bored of myself.
Really?
Yeah. So I said to Kate, I said, look, why don't we write some new Christmas classics?
Oh, no, I
What a
understand.
ridiculous
I
idea.
understand.
Yeah.
I totally
So we
do.
tried to do it.
Yeah, you pulled it off. Talk about the process, and I'm kind of curious of the recording process. I've stumbled into and I've read a couple of books about consecutively about Sinatra and about those days, and it's so good, and they've been really well written about what he was doing in the studio. And obviously the times are so different now. How has it happened for you?
Well, the process happens very different every time. I mean, the very first time Kate and I wrote a song was I heard her sing a version of Winter Wonderland at a show she did, and I got very jealous. So I immediately went home, and I started tinkling about on the piano, and it sounded all very Peanuts, And so I sent the track to Kate, and I said, this sounds really Christmassy. Would you like to write a song with me, a Christmas song? And she heard it and said, great, I love it already. So the following day, she sent me back something, and we got together, and every Thursday evening we got together for about 2 years, And it was like Christmas in July, can you imagine? The strangest times to be recording Christmas music. And it was a very organic, wonderful experience, because Kate, like Lauren, is a very great friend of mine. I've known her for years, and we knew each other for a long, long time before we even decided to write a song, which we did too. Lauren and I did too. So.
You talked about collaborating with singers versus writing instrumental. What's the difference between writing an instrumental piece, the difficulty, and then going with an artist?
There's much more drama with a singer. Much more drama. Yeah.
And?
You have to provide chocolates and tea, all those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with an instrumentalist, you know.
Yeah?
You have to do that for people sometimes that aren't even singers.
Yeah, I'm sure
Just
that's
so you
right.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that meant.
I have no idea where you're going with
I
that.
don't either.
So is it instrumental as far as obtaining the notes? Because obviously, I mean, I'm no musician, but then you got to put the lyrics to it, right?
You know,
That's a bigger.
It's a very different experience. The thing about writing a song is you can simply write a traditional song where it's got a verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, etc.
Right.
And then it stands up on its own if it's a good song.
Right.
With working with an instrumentalist, even making my own records, because we're not singers, we have to speak. We have to get over. You know what I mean?
Speak with your guitar.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's not quite so easy. So the way I do it is I throw myself many more left turns than I would if I was writing a pop song.
Yeah.
Because it keeps the interest to the listener, and it keeps my interest too. So, if I'm going along and you think it's going to go there, I will very often do a sharp left turn and then eventually get to where you feel like you want to go, but not immediately. And it's just more interesting to listen to, you know.
Yeah, good.
Interesting.
We are visiting with Chris Standring. We're going to take a break and come back and make him do his thing here.
And is Lauren coming up?
She might. We'll have to see. won't she?
We just might have a surprise for you.
doing
So
that.
stick around here on Breakfast with Gary and Kelly with Chris Standring. Welcome back to Breakfast with Gary and Kelly, everybody. We're spending the morning here with Chris Standring and his little friend.
My little friend.
That's a beautiful guitar. Tell us about the X.
This is a Benedetto. I've played Benedetto guitars for a long time, and
Does it
they're
have
the
a
best in the
name?
world. This is Benny Jr.
Totally just made that up.
Benny Jr.
What are we going to hear, my man?
We're gonna. I've got a single out on the radio right now.
Yes, you do.
Which you may be playing.
We are indeed.
That's the answer I wanted to hear.
I figured as much.
Which one is this?
And this is track 3. It's called "Sneaking Out the Front Door."
That's the one.
We just played that
It's
this
Chris
morning.
Standring, everybody. Outstanding. You know, our mutual friend Max Bennett wrote a song, Sneaking Out the Back Door.
Did he?
Yes, I think you might have known that, though.
Did I?
Chris is sneaking out.
You really do answer a question with a question.
But he's sneaking out the front door.
Yes,
I'm
he is.
sneaking out the front door.
Very
He's
nice.
sneaking in the back door.
So you're actually going out while Max is coming
That's
in.
right.
See, there's difference.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys got something going on. I don't know. We have, you do have a special treat for us this morning.
I
and
believe
I'm
I
really
do.
thrilled. Tell us about this.
Her name is Lauren Christie. You all know her very well through the songwriting that she's done. She's one of the great songwriters of our time. She wrote all of Avril Lavigne's first 3 hits, including Complicated, Skater Boy, I'm With You.
Skater Boy?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. And she,
Yes.
and she also wrote.
I'm a teenager.
She wrote Tonight by Enrique.
Really?
Iglesias.
Oh my gosh.
I get mixed up with him so much. It's unbelievable.
I
You
can
get that too?
imagine, Yeah.
Continue on.
Anyway, so Lauren and I have been very, very close friends. We actually both came to the United States within months, all those years ago. So we've been through good times and bad.
There you go.
So it's
There you
lovely.
go.
And I'm so proud that she's on this record. And do you want to
Yeah.
bring her out?
Yeah,
She's
please,
Yes,
everybody, give
definitely.
Lauren Christie.
Bring her out here. Woo! Skater Boy.
He has your mic for you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Knock him out.
You're good.
Shall we?
Give me a man who's got a brain, someone who knows the whole damn game. I'm sick of these young guys with guitars, 'cause when they start to touch, they're caught up in the rush. They don't know how to take their time. I say, hey boy, tell me, are you old enough to be on this ride? Do you feel me? Can we talk a little? Can we sip some wine? Make it last, give me something I can remember. Oh, hey boy, tell me, are you old enough to be on this ride? Are you old enough to be on this ride? Give me a reason reason to let go. Take me to places I don't know. I'm wondering if you've ever been there. 'Cause when we start to touch, you're caught up in the rush. Let me teach you to take your time. I say, hey boy, tell me, are you old enough to be on this ride? Do you feel me? Can we talk a little? Can we sip some wine? Make it last. Give me something I can remember. Oh, hey boy, tell me, are you old enough to be on this ride? Angels and butterflies float round the room. Oh, did you ever notice them? Been too busy chasing them, trying to pin each one down with your tune. Hey boy, tell me, are you old enough to be on this ride? Do you feel me? Can we talk a little? Can we sip some wine? Make it last. Give me something I can remember. Oh, hey boy, tell me, are you old enough to be on this ride? To be on this ride, to be on this. So make it last. Give me something I can remember. Oh, hey boy, tell me, are you old enough to be on this ride?
Yeah! All right! Well, Christie and Chris Standring.
Very
I'm
nice.
going to talk about them here on Breakfast with Gary and Kelly.
Don't go away.
Standring. Welcome back to Breakfast with Gary and Kelly, everybody. Chris Standring, Warren Christie, or Susie Reptile.
Oh,
Wow.
that was my first band when I was 16.
Susie
How
Russell.
do you even
Susie
know about
Reptile.
that?
I didn't know anyone knew about that.
I told you you'd do
I want to
research.
hear about this.
Gary does major show prep.
Okay. Well,
Hey,
I-
we're not just burritos around here, you know.
I came from a lovely middle-class family in southern England, and I just wanted to rebel. So I joined like
Susie
a
Reptile.
punk band when I was 16, and
Oh my
that was
God.
it. That was my name, and it was. We were pretty timid though.
That's
Just the name sounded worse than it really
That's
was.
funny. You sounded great. It
thank
was
you.
terrific. How much? I mean, you've been writing and you've been a mom, which that'll take a little time.
Yeah.
How many kids?
I have two kids, a 13-year-old daughter and a 12-year-old daughter.
Good luck with
It's
that.
been full on.
All right.
Yes,
Are there
yeah.
any Susie Reptiles in them? or-
The
There
13
is
the
one.
13-year-old,
Yeah.
we're like, she wants to be a singer already. And we're like, oh my gosh, God help us there.
Well, how much singing do you? I mean, it sounded great. I mean, are you able to do much or?
Well, I sing probably every day because I'm always
Yeah,
in recording studios writing songs.
Yeah.
So, invariably I have to get up and sing them, sing all the demos. So I sing all the time, but I don't get a chance to perform often. And I really love it. It's
well,
wonderful.
You should do more. Didn't it sound
Yeah.
terrific?
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Did you guys know each other before you came over here?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In England.
But he arrived 3 months before me.
I did.
So when he got here, he'd scoped the whole place out. He was like, I know what we're doing. And we were just, we called our first summer here Jacuzzi Summer.
Yep.
We've been best friends
We were
23
also
years.
out of work. We just
We were totally broke. I
Totally
remember
broke,
driving up and down Ventura Boulevard putting out guitar lesson flyers
Yeah.
in people's doors
Yeah.
for
Oh
Chris.
God, really?
Yeah.
That's right.
I remember when you first came to the radio station.
Do you really?
Yeah, I think you were my very first interview.
Kelly, I'm flattered.
I think.
How was I?
I was scared to death. And I remember, no.
That's the fifth time you've asked that question this morning.
No, because you had a really heavy accent.
Right.
It's gone a little bit.
It's gone now,
A little
right.
bit, but at the time, and I was like, I can't. What? And I remember you were talking. And I was like, wow, he's got an accent.
Was I answering all the questions with the questions?
I have to pull the archives out, but I was scared to death because it was my very first interview, and I was like, a real guitar player? A real guy that's got oh my God, really me? And he's from England? Oh my God. I was scared to death.
Well, I was probably thinking, they want me on the radio? Really? So it's the same.
That's okay. But I think we got through it.
Good, I'm sure we did. Yeah.
Yes.
Or tell
Definitely.
us about Chris.
Yeah.
Tell us
Tell us
about
what we don't know.
She
Tell
knows
us
more
something
than,
we don't know about
Yeah, she knows
Chris.
everything.
I know everything.
You do?
I mean, he loves cats. He just adopted 2 beautiful cats, and whenever I go around there, he's just got these 2 gorgeous, like, lions walking
Yeah.
around.
I
his
have one that I
house.
just got last night, so if you want another one.
No,
His hands are full.
I think I'm good for a while.
Okay, you love cats. How cute.
Yes.
Furry animals.
What about as a musician, as a
Well,
artist?
I don't think I've ever known anyone who's been so dedicated and immersed in music his whole life. You know, he's just dedicated it to his guitar, and it's the same guitar you've had all these years, right? Your Benedetto?
Actually, it's the second one.
Okay, but it's always the Benedetto.
usually that,
guitars,
yeah.
He's brilliant. He's a cottage industry. You know, he does everything. It's like I always tell new artists, look at Chris's career, what he's done. He just, you know, did it all himself.
It's really true.
And it's
really
true. You don't have to go out and, you know, sign away to these big record
Doesn't
deals.
have an on.
Oh, I've done that too.
Right, but
Yeah,
it's been pretty amazing, your career. He's very diligent, but he just loves the music. He's constantly gigging, constantly inviting me to gigs.
Yeah.
And this is the first time
must be
we've ever
really
written
annoying.
together.
So you've known each other for 23 years, and this is the first time you've
the
ever
first-
written something
Well,
together?
isn't that funny?
Isn't that
It
weird?
really
Yeah.
is.
So what took so long?
Well, it's like Kate, my friend Catherine Shaw. I
Yeah.
knew Kate for 10 years before we even we were friends. We would go to the movies and hang out together, and we never even thought to write a
So
song.
what happened? You just sitting around the barbecue one time and said, you know.
Well, with Lauren, I needed a song for this record, and I thought now might be a great opportunity to ask Lauren to write a song. I mean, I'm not
yeah,
going to
man.
find a better songwriter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And then,
Yeah, it was-
so the whole idea was we would write this song and we would get a big star to sing it. So when Lauren sang it, I just got what they call demo-itis.
And I'm like, are you
know?
sure about this?
And I just loved the quality of Lauren's voice on it, and I just didn't make any calls.
I like the words. I love the words.
Yeah.
I mean, when you were singing, everybody kind of like went, ah, yeah.
It's because we're all a little older. We can.
Yeah, exactly.
Wiser and
Yeah.
know what we want. Yeah.
Talk about composing stuff, and who, you know, I mean, boy, the hits, it's phenomenal. I mean,
Skater Boy, hello.
yeah,
Hello.
yeah. I mean, are you?
Anybody who had a teenager
Right.
knows that song.
That's the story of me and my ex-husband, because I was a ballet dancer, and it was like, he was a punk, she did ballet. And then at the end it says, I'll be at our studio singing that song we wrote about the girl you used to know. It was about my ex-husband. I had a studio together. It was really our life, sung through a 16-year-old.
That is so well.
Yeah, but she was fantastic, Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
Amazing voice,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
great
yeah.
talent, ridiculous talent at 16.
Who are the people you listen to now?
Well, funny enough, because all I ever do is top 40 pop, I really listen to jazz and classical. I listen to jazz and classical in the car all the time.
It's funny, I listen to pop.
It's
true.
Seriously, yeah.
I listen to his records now.
Well, but it is interesting, you know, like when you're immersed in a genre, really the last thing you want to listen to is that genre.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it puts you in work mode.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's why I listen to heavy metal.
Oh,
Yeah, she's humming some of it right now.
Yeah, I need AC/DC,
Right.
Metallica. Oh, yeah.
Well, Chris, your stuff is you know, just this stew of you know, so many different things. That's what's so interesting about you. I mean, you know, there's pop in all of this. This whole, you know, this, I would put this more as a pop CD almost, you know, than a.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Get a
no question about
nomination
that.
for a Grammy right here.
I hope you're right, Kelly.
would
Okay,
be
we'll put a.
Wouldn't that be great? Me and Lauren getting a Grammy together, wouldn't that be nice?
There you
Can you
go.
imagine?
Good.
There you go.
Any voters in the audience? Great.
Talk about Another Fine Mess. I love the titles of songs. Another Fine Mess. Where did that come from?
Well, do you remember Lauren Hardy? That's another fine mess you've got me into. Yeah, that's where that title comes from.
Oh, Voices in My Head.
Well,
self-explanatory on that one.
He's splitting royalties
Yes.
with his therapist.
Welcome
on
to
that.
my world.
Yeah, right.
And then Crazy Bombazzi.
Crazy Bombazzi.
Bombazzi.
Well, my dad used to have this little thing that he used to say, and you can do it with any name. So, for instance, if my real name is Christian, not Chris or Christopher, and he would say Christian Bombistian, Sticklistian, Fifistian, Sticklistian. That's how you spell Christian.
Wow.
And you can do it with anybody. I can say Lauren Bonbon, Lauren Fiforan, Lauren. That's how you spell Lauren. And so
What the heck?
I would pay a lot of money to hear Kelly do that right now.
I wouldn't even
Kenny
know
Bombay,
where.
that's how you
So
spell
are you spelling my name with these different words?
I don't know how I'm doing it. I'm just remembering it from my dad. So I wrote this really crazy track on here. It's like a dubstep track, you know. Most jazz people are going to hate it. But it's pretty funky. And I decided to call it Crazy Bombazzi.
And Crazy...
Stickalazy Fifazy. That would be the entire...
I could do bingo.
Bingo? Go on.
B-I-N-G-O. That's all I can do.
Anyway, you ask a question, you get an answer.
Crazy Bombazzi.
Exactly.
So that's somebody's name then, I would assume.
What is?
Crazy Bombazzi.
No, the word would be crazy, and I'm making it out of crazy. Crazy Bombazzi.
Oh, it's a rhyme.
It's a...
Oh, I see. Okay.
Lovely.
Lovely. Next question, Gary.
Why don't you explain to her Bob's your uncle?
Oh, Bob's your... Do you know, I'm not sure Can you explain it?
Gary.
No, I tortured her with it. She was like,
He said
I
Bob's
don't
your
have an
uncle.
Uncle Bob. She totally, you know.
But we got
it's
this
not
argument on air because he said Bob's your uncle. I said, no, he's not. He goes, no, it's
not
just a
important.
phrase. And I'm like,
Bob's your uncle. Where does that come from? I don't... Yeah, I mean, we all know what it means. It means...
what does it mean?
Well, there you
American,
go.
right? Or is it English?
No, that's English. Yeah.
It's all, you know, I think the French
What
equivalent
it
is
means
voila.
is
Yeah, right,
it's
exactly.
done. Here we go.
Yeah.
And it's done, Bob's
Yeah.
your uncle. And it's done.
Yeah.
I don't know how it came about. We have to research that.
Yes, we might have to do
Google
that.
that, please.
God, the stuff
someone
people
do
are
that.
picking up, learning today on this show, it's unbelievable.
That's right. See, it's education, people.
How funny.
So, are you, Lauren? Are you gonna do dates with Chris? Are you gonna get out there and sing? I think you should.
He wants me to go and do the Catalina Jazz Festival, but I'm
Oh,
so...
by all means, you gotta do that.
However,
We've got a problem.
we've got a bit of an issue.
I am so seasick. Like,
Oh, no.
Really?
Champagne.
Oh God.
all right.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really, that works?
Seriously,
Just
I'm
get
very
liquored up.
seasick too. Just drink a couple of glasses of
Never heard
champagne
that.
on the boat and you'll be fine.
Okay, it's only an hour.
Oh, no, you just drink it
That's
when
what
you
the
get on
captain
the boat.
does. So you know.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Every
All right.
time we go, I have 2 splitzers, and by the time I'm there, I'm like, yeah.
Champagne and Dramamine.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah,
right.
you might do that.
The
Dramamine.
breakfast of champions.
Yeah.
No, do the helicopter.
Oh,
Well, I
gosh.
thought about that.
See, there you
Yeah.
go. I mean, that's a lot better than the train. The train thing just didn't work out.
I
at
would
all.
do the
It's a trade.
champagne.
No, there isn't at all.
When did that come up? They built a
Champagne.
long bridge. Champagne.
Champagne.
You should definitely do that.
Okay, helicopter it is.
See, there
We're
you
doing
go.
a gig on March
Yeah.
26th.
Art would be thrilled to pay for that plane ticket.
Right. Yeah. Talking about that. Yes. Might be
So
fab.
when's your next one? You said March 22nd?
We're doing a record release party in Los Angeles at a club called Cafe Cordial
Oh, yeah.
on March the 26th, and Lauren's going to come and sing the song live with the band.
Nice.
Outstanding. So fun. So you need to do this more. You need to sing more.
It appears that it is happening.
It doesn't.
Listen, Lauren's going to catch the bug all over again,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Yeah.
What led to you not singing anymore?
Well, I made 2 albums, and they were, I would say, close but no cigar. You know, I had like some nice nominations for American Music Awards and the Golden Globe nomination, but I wanted to have children really badly by the time I was
That'll do
30.
it.
And I
That'll do it.
couldn't be on the road for, you know,
And that's
6
important.
months. Yeah, so I stayed
made-
at home for 10 years.
You made a wise decision.
Yeah, I raised kids and I just went behind the scenes in the studio, and I was very happy there. Until now. Now I'm like coming out again, trying to fit into
What
tight
does your
clothes.
kids think? Do they come and watch you?
They love it.
Yeah.
They really love it.
Oh, they must be so proud.
They are.
Oh, how
They like it
nice.
when I sing. It makes them cry. It's really sweet. They always cry when I sing.
Good for them.
That's great.
Make them cry.
Let me tell you something. There's nothing better than making your kid cry.
Yeah.
That's great.
They're probably just so proud of her because that's their mom. I mean,
Yeah.
how many
No,
kids
of
can
course.
say, my mom's up there singing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
like
Great.
it.
That's
It's a nice
great.
feeling.
Oh, so good. I'm so glad you're here. I really am grateful. This is going so fast. But we do have to take a break, and we're gonna come back and get another song out of Chris Standring. So please stick around here on Breakfast with Gary and Kelly. Welcome back to, hey, sit down, lady. Welcome back to Breakfast with Gary and Kelly. I'm telling you, these hours go
Doesn't it go
so
fast?
It's
Has it gone
unbelievable, doesn't
fast?
it? This has been great, Chris. The CD is terrific.
Oh, thank you.
What are we going to hear?
This is called Scatterfunk.
Ooh.
It's on the CD.
There you go.
Scatterfunk.
Yeah.
Chris Standring.
Chris Standring.
Thank you.
That's so terrific, Chris. Thanks so much.
Thank you
That's
so
terrific.
much.
Thank you.
Lauren,
Lauren,
Come
come
on
on
up.
up.
I've got
Lauren,
something for you.
Christie, everybody.
Lauren Christie.
Lauren, Christie.
Thanks so much, Lauren. Chris,
Thanks again. Thank you.
Welcome. Join us next time.
thanks.
Breakfast with Gary and Kelly. Thanks for joining us.